Hello, Ashton here, and time for an awesome curriculum review. Sorry if this video isn't edited like my other ones that I made recently are, but we have a lot of books here from my 5th/6th grade homeschool year. Some are still being worked on, some are done. We also have some other things that we piece in together, like the encyclopedias, some of which are grouped with the workbooks, some aren't. So let's start with world history. So you'll be seeing a lot of these books here. The Everything You Need to Know. Now, this book I completed along with the science version, but it was awesome. It was a lot of fun to do during 5th, 6th, 6th, 7th. Yeah, because I have a gap here of 7th grade as well in my homeschool. We have Geography World, which has some of the great topics from this book, flows well. Ancient Greece. Geography practice, this is like a separate thing. Having more maps, grade 1 through 6. Now, one thing I don't like about the newer edition of the book is the fact that it teaches the Gulf of America, which is completely false in geographical, historical terms. This is more of a U.S. history book, so I would say grades 4 through 5 is what this is, really, or grades 7, 8. And then these, although not my favorite, they're Sedona's favorite from Steph Dozier, from Gaza. So, I like throwing this in. Egypt and the Middle East. Well, that goes well with the Big Fat Notebook. This is the 5th grade version. I still don't have the 6th grade version of this one. That will go in the next video in this grade level. Ancient Egypt. World Civilizations and Cultures. That flows really well with the Big Fat Notebook. The one that said, the smaller book that said, that was thick, had world history on it, the yellow and black. And this is just an encyclopedia I piece in with everything. Excuse me, I need to put the books back to their spots. Then science, we also have a lot of encyclopedias and plan to get more from National Geographic, because some of them that Steph Dozier had for her daughter in 5th, 6th grade hybrid, well, I did not have currently. But I gotta tell you, this is like my favorite Big Fat Notebook so far. We have Earth and Space Science, interactive notebook. We have both the 5th and 6th grade version. This one, the 5th grade, will come later. How to be good at science, I'm still working through because this lasts me through 7, 8, which I'm not at yet. Earth Science. I accidentally got an even older edition than the old one I ordered. This book is older than me. It says 1990 compared to like 99. Science for grade 5. I still haven't started this one yet. I skipped over to the 6th grade one, which of course I forgot to bring into the... Yeah, I don't have time to bring it to you, to viewers, but there's also supposed to be a 6th grade version in this video. Same with this one, there's also supposed to be a 6th grade version, but I haven't gotten that copy yet. Planet Earth, a way out of print book. I have both the 5th and 6th grade versions of these. Here's the other one. Geology, meteorology, my main studies for 5th and 6th grade. Physical science was more like 4 or 5, but I'm going to include it here anyway. The Big Ideas book, I love these. They're like historical on everything, even in math. I'm doing the math one, which will come later in the video. Prentice Hall. Yeah, that's my Moms company. I'll lay aside the textbooks and encyclopedias over here, because they weigh down the workbooks. Earth Science, another out-of-print textbook, like, same with this one, out-of-print textbook, but still great to use. Physical Science, Space Encyclopedia from Nat Geo, and Science from DK. Oh no. Yeah, these math books are toppling over. I better get to math next. come over here for math, because there's more room. Why are these books doing this? Doesn't make sense with physics. Let's put these books aside, the main encyclopedias. And get down, I'll save these for later. I'll start with the big fat notebook for math. That didn't work for that homeschool for Sedona. Works for me, however, very well. This is the workbook version I typically used. The Big Ideas book. The Kumon Geometry and Measurement. I actually finished that book twice. Skills for Success Pre-Algebra. Math Boosters. Math Games. Not as fun as I thought it would be. Math Notebook. Common Core. I forgot to bring the algebra book that goes with this because I only have pre-calculus right here. But next time I check to make sure every book is here. But there are a lot of books I use, unlike most homeschoolers who only use one. Geometry. Fractions, geometry, spectrum. 2 out-of-print books. Unfortunately, the missing pages in the fractions book. Geometry Basics. I got this at Lakeshore, a store that knows me really well for shopping homeschool. Spectrum Math. Kumon Fractions. Man, I gotta rush because this video is taking longer than I anticipated, given the book's toppling over. DK. Math Practice, another out-of-print rare find from Skills for Success, Carson DeLosa. And then here are the 100+ books for math. One book that did not work out for when you come to your basics is like the Top Student book. But there were others that I'm starting, like this one for the first time. But first this one. Well, I could do them at the same time. This is a book from my father's that he got 35 years ago when he was a little older than me, but got it to work on, see what books he would write out of this. I think I'm going to love it. There's a lot of good recommendations on the back of the book. Then we have Spanish, elementary, K through 6, or no, 6 through 8, I mean. Then we have the economics. Finally, thank goodness, my least favorite subject did not topple over unless it just did right now. Shouldn't have said least favorite subject. This book. And the English Big Fat Notebook didn't work for Sedona. Reading. More reading. Writing. My favorite vocabulary book. Spelling and word study. Spell and write, my favorite. Another one of my favorites. Building spelling skills. Still good. Language arts. Spelling. And more reading. So as you've seen from Steph Dozier's videos, she likes to piece in things together with, like encyclopedias. Like, this one I've never shown in one of my videos before, and this one. These are some that I've had since I was in my first run as a kid. Don't want to knock off of my bunny. So that's it.